How's it going, everyone? Nick Salzman here. Wanted to share with you guys something that I think is a little overdue. I know a lot of you have been following me on this journey and have learned a little bit about how to do the clearings and the healings with the pendulum and stuff. But one of the things I haven't really addressed before is what do we do for ourselves? When we're putting ourselves out there and we're looking to help and heal others, the universe is going to respond by bringing things to us that need help and healing. So, when I do a lot of my clearings, sometimes it's for things that are going bump in the night into people's houses, and sometimes it's for health reasons, but most part it usually has something to do with the paranormal. If you guys are out there and you're hearing this right now and it's resonating with you, I got a lot of good stuff to share with you. Okay, so in some of my other videos, I've talked about the ha breath and how to combine that with ho'oponopono, and we basically use that as a way of directing life force towards people, deceased or not. And this is a really effective way that we can send healing energy and be able to help crossover spirits as well. So, what do we do for ourselves when we know that we're putting ourselves out there sometimes in the line of fire to receiving some of this ourselves because we're the ones reaching out to it? Okay. When it comes down to how we could get some sort of a spiritual attachment, whether it be in our energy field or in our subconscious, I think this is a big fear for a lot of people. And this is what keeps people I know on the fence about whether or not they want to try this work. They're afraid they're going to pick up something that's going to be too strong for them to deal with. Maybe they've had a personal experience before with something that terrified them. I mean, the list goes on, but fact of the matter is, what I want to share with you is how we can actually work on ourselves to help keep ourselves clear and recognize when something like that might be affecting us. Okay. So one of the first things that I notice whenever I have something near me, I'm maybe not attached to me, but near me, is it starts affecting my dreams. My dreams can get really vivid sometimes. And I know that I may be with people that I don't know, doing things that I don't normally do. This is sometimes it's this way with the dreams, but for me, what I mostly get are these dreams that I'm either trying to get somewhere and like things keep like happening and getting in the way to like frustrate me, or I can't escape something, like something's trying to find me and I'm just in like this house or a warehouse or a place that's just like rooms upon rooms and hallways and rooms. It just goes on forever. Okay. So this is like resonating with any of you guys. Maybe it's a good time that you found this video. Okay. So when we use the pendulum and we want to ask if there's anything affecting us, right? So the first thing like I would do is I pick up my pendulum, right? And we always say our little prayer of protection. Under the light of God, I ask for your protection. Please allow the highest good to come to the use of this pendulum and allow us to repel anything that doesn't serve our highest good health and well-being. So for me, this is something I say pretty much every single time before I pick up the pendulum. And you guys can use that if you want. You can put your own blessing, your own words, whatever. It doesn't matter. All that matters is the intention that we're grateful. We want to receive the best information possible. So the first thing I ask is, do I have permission to ask about the energy of my house, right? And so I'll get a yes on this. And then I'll say, okay, do I have any earthbound spirits in my house? So for me, I get a no. So if this is what you're getting, right, but you're still having kind of crazy dreams and a lot of vivid stuff, a lot of lucid dreaming, pay attention to these next steps. Okay. So this is where people might get conflicting answers because all I could do is I can ask universal knowledge. I ask to scan all areas of my energy body, all areas of my subconscious and unconscious mind for entity attachments. Let the pendulum spin. When it's done, it'll go to a balance swing. Then I'm going to say, okay, do we have the presence of any earthbound spirits? So for me, I'll get a no. Now, I'm not saying that's not true, but I'm going to show you a little something which I think you at home try this and see what kind of a reading you get on it. Okay. So when you're sending healing energy to people, right? Sometimes we do it with like a witness card. We write down their name and put it on a piece of paper, or we look at a photo of them, or sometimes we try and hold that image and that thought of them in our mind. Okay. So if we're able to do that, okay, from that angle, it's almost like third person, right? Third person perspective. We're looking at people. We can also do the same for ourselves. And sometimes you would be surprised at what you pick up when you start asking about the person in the photo, which is you, and not just asking, do I, while you hold the pendulum. So to kind of show you what I mean, here's a shot of myself that's on here. And so what I would do for me, I could put it, right there on my phone and hold the pendulum over the phone. And I could say, universal knowledge, do we have permission to contact the higher self of the man in this photo? Okay. We're talking about me, but I'm not saying it's me. I'm just saying the man in the photo. Okay. Then I'd say, okay, universal knowledge, can we scan all areas of their energy bodies and all areas of the subconscious and unconscious mind for any entity attachment? Okay. I'm ready for my next question. Do we have anything present? No. Okay. So for me, this is something that I have to regularly do. For those of you that have followed my other videos of how to use the breath and the ha breath to be able to direct energy, I'm going to be talking a little bit more about some advanced techniques with this. But just so you know, what I've found is even though I'm using this breath work, this technique work, I found that you can also use it to almost will stuff to you or pull stuff to you, right? And so when I'm doing this, sometimes in the subconscious is where I'll find something that's lingering, where I'll try and check my energy field and I don't see anything. I try and check, my subconscious and unconscious. There's nothing there. But for some reason, I know that something's off, right? Because I've been having weird dreams or maybe just kind of having weird sensations. Pull that photo out of yourself and ask to connect to the higher self of the person that's in the photo. Okay. So, what I want to do today, now that we're on here, for anybody that's watching and listening to this, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a little healing right now for you guys, and we're going to work on clearing your energy field, and we're going to work on clearing your aura, okay, and your subconscious. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out the pendulum, and I'm just going to start to work, and I want you guys at home that are watching this, take a few relaxing breaths. Go ahead, just kind of steady yourself real quick. All right. So I'm going to use this more pendulum. This is probably one of my favorite ones right now. I use a lot. This is the rainbow wood one. This is really good at revitalizing energy. So what we're going to do is we're going to work on the subconscious a little bit with this blue energy. And I think it's going to help a lot. Okay. And the energy field, of course. So go ahead and just close your eyes and follow along with me. And if you're not familiar with how to do the ha breath, which I'm about to do, please watch my other video on how to do the ha breath technique. And once you watch that, it's going to make a lot more sense. And now you're going to be able to follow along with me. Okay. So when you hear this, the snap is when I'm going to induce my breath. Breathe in, hold it, exhale, hold it. Okay. So I'm going to do a little hand motions for those of you at home that are having a hard time hearing me. I'm going to do hand motions. That's going to show what we're doing. Okay. So I'm going to say universal knowledge at this time. Thank you for this day and allowing us to connect with all the people watching this video. Do we have permission at this time to contact the higher self of everybody watching this video and send them healing energy? Thank you. Okay. I have permission. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to say universal knowledge. I ask that we scan the energy field, subconscious and unconscious parts of the mind for any entity attachment for everybody watching this video now. See, we got some big circles. It's doing some scanning. Okay. I'm going to say thank you, clear. Universal knowledge. Do we have the presence of any earthbound spirits? We do. Some of you guys out there need this clearing today, so bear with me. Follow along with me right now, okay? I'm talking to you, so follow along with me. Universal knowledge. Do we have permission to clear these earthbound spirits from everybody watching this video? Okay, thank you. So the first thing I'm going to do, the reason why I'm using this blue one is because one of the common attachments that happens here is that we get the presence of what I would call the jinn, or these are pretty much non-human entities that can really get lodged in our subconscious and unconscious mind. These are the ones that can cause a lot of issues with people, okay? So I'm going to say universal knowledge. Do we have the presence of any of our jinn brothers and sisters with the audience? We do. Universal knowledge. Do I have permission to make a mental connection with all of the jinn that are present within the audience? Thank you. We asked to do so at this time. All right. Do we have that connection at this time? Thank you. Thank you for joining me. My name is Nick, and I greet you in light, love of the Creator, and I'm here to help. Can you hear me at this time? Yes. We get a response yes from them. Okay. Can you tell me, are you in pain or discomfort? Yes. If I can help you remove your pain, would you like for me to assist you? Yes. Please relax, open up, and receive this healing energy. Universal knowledge at this time, I ask we remove all pain and cure all astral lesions and all of the Jinn brothers and sisters that are with us at this time, from the beginning of time to the present moment. Here we go. Universal knowledge, I ask that we depolarize all negative mental stimuli and neutralize all toxic emotional trauma stored in the bank of memory and energy field of our Jinn brothers and sisters here, from the beginning of time to the present moment. Last but not least, universal knowledge, I ask that we send nourishing, unconditional love energy to our Jinn brothers and sisters that are with us here. But at this time, we ask that they feel full, content, and complete once again. Ready? All right, brothers, you feeling a little bit better? Thank you. Can you look around the room and tell me, is there a being of light here with us? Thank you. Are you wanting to join your family and friends back in your home dimension? Thank you. She can help you get there. You can trust her as you trusted me. This is our Holy Mother at this time. Is she speaking to you now? Is she asking you to go with her? Thank you. Will you go with her? I call forth my highest light. I ask that we surround, protect, heal, and keep our Jinn brothers and sisters in the light. We ask now to remove them from this place and from the subconscious and energy field of everybody watching this video and from all timelines, future, past, present, and parallel, known and unknown, and ask that we merge them back with their home dimension, divinely, instantly, and painlessly. Let peace and tranquility follow you for all eternity, brothers. Here we go. Thank you. All right, you guys. So that's the first part of this. If you're with me still, thank you. So that first part, basically, when we working with the subconscious, we're going to find things. And sometimes what's in the subconscious not only is trauma, but what's attracted to that trauma. And a lot of these could be different earthbound spirits. Okay. So that very first part was clearing any Jinn or any non-human entities that were attached to some of the audience members. Okay. Now, they are not the only things that can be attached to this kind of stuff. Now, this is where you open the understanding of even having like previous lifetimes. Sometimes there's even these kinds of attachments. So the subconscious part of the mind, I mean, it's always operating, right? We're able to dream and we're able to perceive things when we dream, but yet our eyes are closed. What eyes are we using? Okay. When we have a memory about a certain place or time, maybe it's even triggered by a fragrance, but all of a sudden we can remember being back at this person's house, maybe eating this meal for this holiday. Those fragrances can take us back, but either way we can remember those moments with what our mind perceives. So this is the area that I believe affects the subconscious when we have these kinds of like attachments and stuff. Okay. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to work on doing another clearing, and this is going to be for any human spirits that are around. This is usually going to be like family members and friends and loved ones, and sometimes strangers. Sometimes people we move into their house, and for this to happen, it really what it comes down to is when we get attachments, it's actually a really good teacher for us because there's going to be a vibrational resonance between the deceased and us. And it usually has to do with some sort of an emotional disposition or even a trauma. Okay. Sometimes people, they like drinking, or they like, doing drugs or whatever. And that kind of stuff can also be vibrational resonance. But the trauma of why someone would want to do that stuff, right? Abandonment, um, anger, regret, grief, the many things that are out there that can drive somebody into, making poor choices, I guess you could say. Um, they're going to have that in common with these earthbound spirits. So just understand that even though they might show up as an apparition or something that is outside of us, they very much reflect something from the inside of us. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and do that clearing. And I'm going to say universal knowledge. Do we still have that connection with the higher self of everybody watching this video? Okay. I still got it. Okay. So I'm going to say universal knowledge. Do we have the presence of any earthbound human spirits that are attached to anybody watching this video at this moment? Okay. I get a yes. Okay. So just bear with me a couple more minutes and we'll have this all done. And hopefully you guys will be feeling a little bit lighter and a little clearer. Okay. So universal knowledge at this time, do we have permission to contact the higher self of all earthbound spirits attached to the audience members at this time? Yes. We ask to do so. Universal knowledge, do we have that connection at this time? We do. Hello, my name is Nick. I greet you in light and love of the Creator, and I'm here to help. Can you hear me at this time? Thank you. Are you in any pain or discomfort at this time? I can help you remove your pain. Would you like for me to assist you? Perfect. Please relax, open up, and receive this healing energy. Universal knowledge at this time, I ask that we remove all pain and cure all astral lesions and all earthbound human spirits here with us from the beginning of time to the present moment. See how it's still spinning? Let's do another breath. Ready? There we go. Good job. Universal knowledge. I ask that we depolarize all negative mental stimuli and neutralize all toxic emotional trauma stored in the bank of memory and energy field of all earthbound human spirits here with us from the beginning of time to the present moment. Universal knowledge. I ask that we send nourishing, unconditional love energy to the Christ spark of all earthbound human spirits here with us. Allow them to feel full, content, and complete once again. All right. Now we're still going to be speaking with the earthbound spirits for a second. All right. Are you guys feeling a little bit better? Is there anybody else there with you? Angry, upset, I'm talking to you. This is where we look to see if they have any attachments. Sometimes if there's an attachment to an earthbound spirit, it's going to be really hard to clear them. And so this is where we would find out if they have an attachment, if there's anybody else there with them, angry, upset, we're talking to them. Okay. Is everybody here wanting to go to the light and join their family and friends? Okay. So we get a yes. This question is very important though, right here. Is there anybody here that is afraid to go to the light? No. No, they're all good to go. Because if they were afraid, we have another process for that by giving them a glance of what it looks like over there while we put them in a little bubble of light and use it as like a transport. Okay. So I know I've talked about that in some other of my videos, but if you guys got any questions about that, just write it down at the bottom and I'll answer it for you. Say, okay, is everybody willing to go to the light at this time? Perfect. So now we ask them, can you do me a favor? Can you look down in the middle of your chest? Tell me, do you see a light here? Okay. This is our Christ spark. This is our soul. This is how we're connected. This is how we can send that healing energy to people. Okay. Pretty neat stuff, because that soul is also connected to the creator or God or whatever you want to call it. Okay. The creator of all that is, this is a part of it right here. And so because of that, when we look into that light, we can merge back with it after we've crossed or after we've passed away. Not a light outside of us, but the light within us. And I say, okay, this is the way. Do me a favor, look into this light, gaze into this light. Now take a deep breath in with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Here we go. All right. Very good. You guys feeling a little bit better out there? Give me 1 second. So anytime we work on clearing anything or removing anything, we got to remember to fill it with something positive, okay? So I'm going to use a white light pendulum. This is it's a little Isis pendulum. These have been kind of popular on my website right now. They're small. They fit in your pocket. They're only probably about a little over 3 inches long. They're pretty light, but they pack a punch. So this one or my prayer pendulum would probably be what I'd recommend for this step right here. Okay, because we just got done working on the energy field. We just got done working on the subconscious and unconscious parts of the mind for clearing everything up. And now what we're going to do is we're going to ask universal knowledge. I ask that we fill all voids in the audience members and their energy fields and subconscious and unconscious minds with fifth dimensional healing, love, energy. Allow them to feel balance and wholeness once again. Here we go. All right. And another known thing that people are used to working on would be the chakras. Chakras are the energy centers for energy field. And believe it or not, there is also sub level chakras that are also affected with our subconscious and unconscious mind. So there's a few areas of the chakras you should want to research. One would be the Hara line, the Earth Star chakra below our feet, which grounds us and helps connect us. So anytime we want to ground people's energy, we want to work on that for sure. The assemblage beam, which is right in the middle of the chest, and then the galactic cord, which is basically our higher celestial chakras that connect us to like divine knowledge and insight and stuff. Okay. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to work on all of them. Okay. So just follow along with me like I'm talking to you. You don't have to say everything the way I'm saying it. It took me a while to develop this, but I'm just going to sound off and I'm going to do what I do. And I hope you enjoy this. Universal knowledge at this time. We ask that we balance, clear, heal, align, and strengthen the connection and function of everybody's Earth Star chakra, Hara line, assemblage beam, galactic cord, and all sub-level chakras back to their highest and healthiest divine state. And last but not least, we're just going to go ahead and reinforce everything that we did today with a little blessing for everybody that's watching right now. And I'm going to say universal knowledge. I ask that everybody watching this video, I ask that we fill their energy with the highest of white light. May source energy fortify them, purify them, and allow them to repel anything that doesn't serve their highest good health and well-being. Allow everyone watching this video to sleep peacefully throughout the night, undisturbed, and awaken refreshed, full of energy and confidence to take on the day's challenges. Thank you. And last but not least, we end by expressing gratitude. And that would be thank you to the universe. Thank you to the beings of light that assist me. Thank you for the people watching this video and our connection to each other. I thank you for the opportunity to be stronger, healthier, and better. And we look forward to serving the light and in the unique way that you have for us. Thank you for this day and allowing us to serve. Amen. Okay. Hope you guys enjoyed that. A little bit longer than I thought it was going to take, but I feel like it was a pretty thorough. I think we did all right, and would love to hear what you guys feel, what you think. Anybody at home watching this, did we connect? Did you feel a shift? Do you guys feel anything? Either way, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. And if you guys are interested in any of the stuff that I have on my website, pendulumopometrics.com, I'll leave that in the comments below. Other than that, thank you guys for joining me today, and I hope you enjoy this wherever you are in the world watching. Have a good one.